Hi there, we are group number 1 and in this video, we will talk about Charles Darwin, known as the father of evolution. But before we talk more about the theory of evolution, let us first give you 10 facts about Charles Darwin. Fact number 1. He once ate an owl. When he sees strange animals, he often wondered what they would taste like. The difference between Darwin and the rest of us is that he actually eats them. Fact number 2. On the origin of species by means of natural selection, or the preservation of favored races in the struggle for life, is the real title of this controversial book. Number 3. He catamaunted for his birthday, and it is the highest peak in Tierra del Fuego. Did I mention it was named after him? Yup, Mount Darwin. Number 4. Darwin wanted to be a doctor and attended Edinburgh University, but soon abandoned the idea because he couldn't stand the sight of blood. His full name is Charles Robert Darwin, born on February 12, 1809 and died on April 19, 1882. Charles and his wife Emma Darwin, who also happens to be his cousin, had 10 children, and they are William, Anne, Mary, Etty, George, Elizabeth, Francis, Leonard, Horace, and Charles. All in all, they had 4 girls and 6 boys. Dr. Erasmus Darwin, his grandfather, was a renowned botanist. Number 10. Darwin didn't invent the phrase survival of the fittest. It was Herbert Spencer, a philosopher and contemporary of Charles Darwin. We will now give you basic information about the theory of evolution and natural selection and how it became revolutionary. In this point, you might ask, what is evolution? Well, Darwin referred to this process in which groups of organisms change in their heritable traits over generations as descent with modification. Today, we call it evolution. The basic idea of biological evolution is that populations and species of organisms change over time. In the 1850s, Darwin wrote an influential and controversial book called On the Origin of Species. In it, he proposed that species evolve, and that all living things can trace their descent to a common ancestor. Darwin also suggested a mechanism for evolution, natural selection, in which heritable traits that help organisms survive and reproduce become more common in a population over time. Importantly, Darwin didn't just propose that organisms evolve. This mechanism was elegant and logical and explained how populations could evolve in such a way that they became better suited to their environments over time. Here are Darwin's several key observations in natural selection. Based on his observations, here are his conclusions. In addition to Darwin's key observations, we have also compiled his key points on natural selection. First point, natural selection depends on the environment. Natural selection doesn't favor traits that are somehow inherently superior. Instead, it favors traits that are beneficial, that is, help an organism survive and reproduce more effectively than its peers in a specific environment. Traits that are helpful in one environment might actually be harmful in another. Second point, natural selection acts on existing heritable variation. Natural selection needs some starting material, and that starting material is heritable variation. For natural selection to act on a feature, there must already be differences among individuals for that feature. Also, differences have to be heritable, determined by the organism's genes. Lastly, heritable variation comes from random mutations. The original source of a new gene variants that produce new heritable traits such as fur colors is random mutation or changes in DNA sequence. Random mutations that are passed on to offspring typically occur in the germline or sperm and egg cell lineage of organisms. Sexual reproduction mixes and matches gene variants to make more variation. Of course, Darwin is well recognized for his evolution theory, a theory that has greatly contributed to the sciences and has been studied internationally and will continue to be studied for years. So, how was it revolutionary? By publishing one book, he started a revolution named after him. Even though he might not be the real proponent of this concept, by accumulating his thoughts and results in that book, he challenged the basic stereotype of the human origin. In doing so, he was also challenging very widely held beliefs in religion, science, and other aspects of society. What perhaps makes him and his theory so popular is the fact that his subject arouses curiosity. It allows people to imagine what they might have been in the past. And what they imagine fascinates them.